Stephanie, welcome. Thank you for joining us here at FundForum International.
It's great to be here, thank you.
So there's been a period of, let's say, negativity. So what positives can we find going forward when there's been, downward fee pressures continuing to mount and prolonged lack of confidence from investors? What can we see as positives going forward, and how can you make us feel optimistic?
So I guess there's two main things. Although flows have been muted post the crisis, 2017 has got off to a rocking start, and it may well be the year where we see flows surpass pre-crisis levels. So firstly, even at a net flow basis, we're seeing some positivity. But secondly, just looking at net flows doesn't really tell the whole story. If you start looking at what's going on underneath, what the money in motion is underneath this, we see a huge amount of money changing hands. So 6 trillion euros of assets changed hands in 2016. It's 20% of the industry changed hands. If you manage to be on the right side of that, there's a lot of money to be made.
So talking about being on the right side, there's been a lot of debate about active versus passive. What are your views on that?
So there is an undeniable march to passive. It's undisputable and very prevalent. But that does not mean that it's at the expense of active management in all marketplaces. So yes, there has been a march to passive, but in the cross-border marketplace in particular, over the last decade, we've seen 6% inflows into that marketplace, inflows being expansion, so expanding by 6% each and every year for a decade, which really is a very positive outcome.
So what is it about the dynamic of cross-border that is proving successful, if you like?
So I guess there's a couple of things at play. So for investors, it's a great place to go and buy product that they can't buy in their domestic marketplace. They're buying best-in-breed products. And for managers, they get to distribute the product many times whilst manufacturing it once. And so there's a great confluence of demand and supply. Additionally, why we've seen such smooth organic growth rates is because managers are able to tap into demand from multiple marketplaces, so multiple economic jurisdictions, which means that if any one marketplace is in the downturn year, it may not have an effect on the inflow. So a great diversification story.
Now you have a fund market intelligence business, so you have some great insights.
We do indeed. So we currently measure 82,000 mutual funds and ETFs. That's a huge amount of choice for investors. It's a huge amount of product on the shelf for asset managers. And really understanding the dynamics of those, how those funds are behaving, what's selling, and the underlying characteristics is really key for asset managers, and that's what we help them explore.
What are your customers wanting now? Are they more demanding, if you like? They want more information as well?
They definitely want more information, and they want to go to one source for that information. And so what we've done is we've recently announced a partnership with Spence Johnson, where we'll be taking their expertise in institutional analytics into our platform, which will be a great benefit for clients. And also a mega trend of our time that we're seeing is ESG, environmental, social and governance investing, and so we'll be partnering with MSCI to bring their leading edge statistics onto our platform too.
So your stats are genuinely showing that investors care more about where their money's going, you think?
I think for millennials, they really care what impact their money is making, and people are increasingly aware of this, and they want to know not what their fund says it does, what it actually does, and that's what we'll be able to bring transparency to.
Stephanie, thank you so much for your insights.
Thank you very much.